September of 2017, Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy. This is a company that began 60 years ago with roots going even further back. A company that became the standard for toys. Anytime within the last 30 years, including today, if Family Feud were to survey 100 people and ask them to name a toy store, the number one answer on the board would be Toys R Us. And as of this week, this company has filed for bankruptcy.
If you ain't never been to a Toys R Us, now's the time to go. Go.
What's this?
It's a big weird slice of pizza.
Oh, it's heavy.
Let me see it.
It's yucky.
Let me see it.
It's yucky. It's squishy and yucky.
Let me see it.
Toys R Us, an American toy retailer founded in 1948 and headquartered in Wayne, New Jersey. On March 15, 2018, it was announced that Toys R Us is officially going out of business and liquidating all 800 of its stores starting May 14, 2018, with a resulting loss of 33,000 American jobs. I have a store near me, and I went and checked it out about 5 days after the closure was announced. So this is the early goings. Charles P. Lazarus, born in 1923, founded Children's Supermart, which would evolve into Toys R Us in Washington, D.C. during the post-war baby boom era in 1948, as a baby furniture retailer. Lazarus began receiving requests for toys from customers. The focus of the store was changed in 1957, and the Toys R Us we know today was born in Roxville, Maryland. Toys R Us was acquired in 1966 by Interstate Department Stores Incorporated. The original Toys R Us store design from 1969 to 1989 consisted of vertical rainbow stripes with a brown roof and a front entrance and side exit. At its peak, Toys R Us was considered a classic example of a category killer, a business that specializes so thoroughly and efficiently in one sector that it pushes out competition from both smaller and specialty stores. Since the rise of mass merchants like Walmart, Target, and Amazon, however, Toys R Us has lost much of its share of the toy market and fell behind Walmart in toy sales in 1998. Toys R Us began selling toys online with the launch of ToysRUs.com in 1998, following a disastrous Christmas 1999 trading period during which the company failed to deliver gifts on time. Toys R Us entered into a 10-year contract with online retailer Amazon in 2000 to be the exclusive supplier of toys on the website. Amazon eventually reneged on the terms of the contract by allowing third-party retailers to use its marketplace selling toys, citing Toys R Us's failure to carry sufficiently large range of goods, including the most popular items. On July 21, 2005, a consortium of Bain Capital Partners LLC, Kohlberg Kravitz Roberts, and Verando Realty Trust invested $1.3 billion to complete a $6.6 billion leveraged buyout of the company. Toys R Us became a privately owned entity after the buyout, however the company still files with the Security and Exchange Commission. Toys R Us implemented high safety standards in 2007 and vowed to take an aggressive approach towards holding vendors accountable for meeting those standards. When I was a kid, one of my favorite parts of coming to Toys R Us was checking out all the video games. This is what the video game section looks like today, everything behind glass, but when I was a kid, it looked like this. All the games were up on little cards, and then inside of little blue baggies were sheets of paper with the barcodes on them. You had to take them to the counter, and then they would go in the back and get your game, so people didn't just steal the games. Toys R Us was a huge company at its peak. In 2001, Toys R Us opened an international flagship store in New York's Times Square. The 110,000 square foot location featured an animatronic T-Rex, a life-size Barbie dream house, and an indoor Ferris wheel. The store drew thousands of tourists for over a decade before the company decided not to renew their lease on the space in December 2015. In August 2017, Toys R Us announced a 35,000 square foot temporary store near the original location that will be open around the holiday season. In 2015, the company launched the first new concept store called Toy Lab in Freehold, New Jersey. And now, none of that stuff's around anymore.
The ultimate crime-fighting machine. Watching a 1-2 punch, special game changer. It's always ready for action.
That was a little toy demonstration display they had there. I thought that was kind of one of the cooler things about going to Toys R Us was they always had stuff set up for you to mess around with, so you could see your toys before you bought them. So that's about all for this installment, just a little history, and I'll probably make another video as things get closer to the end. So thanks for watching. Here's an old Toys R Us commercial.
I don't want to grow up on a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz! I don't want to grow up, 'cause baby, if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More games, more toys. Oh boy, I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
So that's the end of Toys R Us for now, but I always kind of preferred Children's Palace.
Children's Palace, Children's Palace.
Check out my man, he go by the name
I'm Peter Panda.
Children's Palace, Children's Palace. Everything a toy store should be.
There are so many bicycles, and remember, always ride your bike very carefully.
No helmets back in the day,
Don't
though.
forget. And over here, there are nice doll carriages, and more, and more. What a toy store! I love it. I love it.
Children's Palace, everything a toy store should be.
Wonder how many times they had to film that before he didn't hit anything in the store.